If you want to know the best spirit build in Yotei, you are in the right place. With more than 120 hours of in-game experience, I went back to the drawing board and optimized my Lightning Samurai build. The Lightning Samurai gives you the fastest spirit generation in the game, so you can perform frequent katana spirit attacks that can summon lightning strikes and toast enemies, gain spirit fast from straight kills, assassinations, disarming attacks, and bow and arrow kills. If you are looking for a flashy build to play, the Lightning Samurai is for you. To have the best spirit setup, there is no doubt that Taro's armor is the best armor set for this build. Its first passive increases all spirit gains by a moderate amount when a cooking buff is active. So don't forget to cook any kind of meals before heading to combat. This will also grant you a bonus 1 spirit charge at your disposal. The overall spirit gain bonus covers straight kills, assassinations, and disarming targets, so you will be seeing noticeable gains all because of this passive. With the right set of skills, you can even charge your entire spirit gauge while doing standoff with a wolf, which is simply insane. The health bonus on the other hand is just a nice to have and nothing too crazy. We will use a charm that decreases your overall HP later on, so this passive can offset that negative effect. I'm not gonna lie, I find the second and third passive of this armor are such a waste of slots. Increasing your defense against fire and cold damage is such a situational passive and pretty useless in the majority of the map, especially in the endgame. I don't even use this armor when fighting Takeso to mitigate the damage, since the Bounty Master armor make this guy powerless even in little difficulty. Get Taro's armor by visiting the Dead Man's Tree in Tokachi range, and he will give you this armor for free. Or this NPC roams the map and has the chance to visit you whenever you set up your camp. If you're getting value so far, subscribe to the channel. Liking the video and engaging in the comments helps me more than you can imagine. The charm of Takemikasuchi allows you to summon a lightning strike to one-shot a random enemy near you after performing a heavenly slash. And I am telling you, the damage from the lightning strikes is simply immense and can even take out enemy camp leaders in one shot. But the caveat is, you can't control where the lightning will strike. And I just wish that the cooldown were around 15 seconds instead of 30 seconds. With this build, you do have a chance to spam the heavenly strikes because of your great spirit generation, so you can secure those juicy lightning strikes. Get the charm of Takemikasuchi by climbing and paying respect to the Budding Grace Shrine in Oshima Coast. More spirit generation for us, and the charm of Unhealthy Resolve gives you a major amount of spirit from kills in exchange for your maximum health being reduced. Taro's armor second passive offsets this negative effect, so it's not really a thing in this setup. Get the charm of Unhealthy Resolve as a reward by clearing the quest The Face of a Master in Nayora Wilds. The charm of Confident Strikes gives you a major chance to gain 1 spirit when staggering katana users. Most of the enemies in this game are katana users, so you will get so much value from this charm. The more spirits you have, the more spirit techniques you can perform. Get this charm very early in the game from Merchant Taro, and I suggest working your way on upgrading it as soon as possible. The charm of Assassin Resolve grants you an additional minor spirit gains after all types of assassinations. If you are following my builds lately, you've seen me suggest the smoke bomb trick over and over, where you can pull off chain assassinations on the fly. You can get a lot of spirit by just doing this trick, and this is a suggested strategy when playing the Lightning Samurai. Get this charm by unlocking the Flower Water Fox Den in Yotei Grasslands. The charm of Enduring Resolves gives you a major chance of 1 spirit refund whenever you use your spirit techniques. You will be using a lot of spirit techniques in this build, so the possible refunds will give you more chances of dishing out spirit attacks. And this is very useful when taking down enemy groups, and also not to mention to maintain that lightning strikes. Get this charm by unlocking the Twin Path Fox Den in Ishikari Plains. Toku's Charms of Blessing increases your overall spirit earned further by a minor amount. And of course, the more the increase, the faster you earn spirit charges. Get this charm by clearing the quest The Lost We Carry, which can be found in Prospector Camp in Tokachi Range. The Longbow Yumi is the best choice for the Lightning Samurai, since you can score easy kills by concentrating and doing manual headshots in mid-fights. I've also noticed that the disarm arrows grants you more spirit in every kill. It is because disarming enemies in this game grants you a separate spirit gain, and that remains true when using the disarming arrows. The Lightning Samurai can accumulate a lot of spirit from assassinations, so the smoke bomb is highly suggested. You can easily pull off chain assassinations because of this tool, and and you can see how significant the gain is every time you pull off a chain assassination. Abusing the smoke bomb chain assassination method is a huge trick if your spirit charges are completely depleted. The Tanjutsu is also a great way to gain spirit fast since the counter shot gives you a separate spirit gain and another huge gain from the takedown. You will notice that you can almost refill one spirit charge per bullet, which is nuts given how it is easy for you to just pull off a pistol parry. You can also take advantage of the extended standoff pistol to gain more spirit charge whenever you engage in standoffs. When it comes to the key skills of the Lightning Samurai, the chain assassination skill tree is suggested so you can take advantage of the smoke bomb. And as mentioned, chain assassination is one of your main sources of spirits and the easiest way to refill charges. You will still be using all of your weapon types to counter enemies in this build, so unlocking each of the special spirit attacks is suggested. Like for example, Takeso's Dual Slash, the Mountain Breaker, Thundering Wave, the Claw and Talon of the Kusarigama, but most importantly, the Katana's Heavenly Slash for the additional lightning strikes it provides. And as mentioned, disarming targets grants a hefty amount of spirit gains, so this arm counter is highly suggested, especially in the early game. Concentration is suggested as well, so you can slow down time during mid-fights to score bow kills with a Yumi and gain quick spirit charges. Wolf's Wrath is also a good choice in endgame since wolf kills grant you one spirit charge on top of your self-generations, and I cannot stress how good this skill is for this setup since it doubles your spirit generation, especially when doing standoff. Like for example, in this specific standoff, my spirit charges are close to 0 and look how godly the spirit generation is, and one standoff can completely fill in 7 spirit charges in a flash, so I highly advise progressing your standoff tree to max. The Lightning Samurai's playstyle is pretty straightforward, and essentially, all of your spirit gain sources are on steroids, so you do have a lot of methods to gain the fastest spirit charges possible. As an opener, what I usually do is target a katana user and use the Heavenly Slash spirit technique until I summon my first lightning strikes. Then from there, you'll be juggling between weapon types and performing their spirit techniques to take out targets. Most of the time, your spirit attacks can one-shot targets if the weapon type is aligned, and you'll be thinning enemies bit by bit. Once you notice that you are about to run out of spirit, use the smoke bomb to chain assassinate targets. This will give you a surge of spirit, and not to mention, you can spam this trick to gain spirit charges fast. Another method is disarming targets with a Yumi to gain a lot of spirit. Make sure you are using the disarm arrows while you are doing this. So after you juggle between weapon types and a couple of smoke bombs, your lightning strikes are finally ready again for you to use. Watch out for enemy focus attacks, as this is another way to gain a lot of spirit. So make sure to counter those with your own focus attack. Let's say you've already spent a lot of your spirit charges clearing a camp, and then you find yourself fighting another group of enemies. Standoff can easily fill your entire spirit gauge to get you up and running. Watch your spirit gains skyrocket during this standoff. When up against bosses, you can target the mobs first and pray that the lightning strikes hits the enemy camp leader, and that is enough to one-shot the boss. If the boss survives the lightning strike, on the other hand, overwhelm it with your spirit attacks. But if you want to know the strongest Onryo build in the game that can destroy everything, even the lethal difficulty, this video has all the bells and whistles. So click on this video and I will catch you on the next one.